Hi, my name's Richard Burke. Today we'll talk about pairing your Bluetooth-enabled cell phone to your Bluetooth-enabled automobile. Today in particular we'll be using an Apple iPhone 3GS model, and we'll also be using a 2008 Audi A4, Bluetooth-enabled as well. You're going to need the operations manual for your automobile and for your Apple iPhone. Now, as companies get greener today, it's common that they don't include owner's manuals with their products. So you may have to search the internet and download them from there. The other thing you're going to need is you will need a PIN number or a passcode to facilitate the pairing between the cell phone and the automobile. Please be sure that you have that. Generally, it's a 4-digit number, and you should have gotten it when you bought your car. Before we begin our demonstration, let's talk a little bit about what Bluetooth technology is. Bluetooth is a wireless technology that blends different communication protocols into a universal standard. It allows different devices to talk the same language and work together. It's a low power consumption and a short range technology. That makes it perfect for applications in cell phones, GPS devices, fax machines, printers. Why would you want Bluetooth technology? Well, in 6 of the United States, including California, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Oregon, and Washington, you cannot drive a car and talk with a handheld cell phone. It's against the law. So Bluetooth technology allows a hands-free operation of a cell phone and keeps you in line with the laws in those states. If you have a question about what's legal in your state, you can visit ghsa.org. That's the Governor's Highway Safety Administration site, and they have a list of every state in the United States and what the laws are with respect to hands-free driving. The other reason you might want Bluetooth technology is for simple convenience sake. There's nothing more annoying when you're on a drive and your navigation device is barking out directions and you're trying to have a conversation on your cell phone. And with the Bluetooth technology, the GPS device, the cell phone, the automobile, they'll know that you're on the phone and they'll mute each other so you don't have one talking over the other. So it's simply a matter of convenience. How long should it take? To pair your Bluetooth-enabled cell phone with your Bluetooth-enabled automobile should take less than 5 minutes. Let's recap again what you'll need to get started. You'll need your Bluetooth-enabled cell phone. Again, in our case, we're using an Apple iPhone 3GS Bluetooth, and a 2008 Audi A4, again Bluetooth-enabled. You're going to need your owner's manual, and in your owner's manual, at least for the Audi here, it has the 4-digit PIN code. My PIN code 1234. And again, you'll need that PIN code in order to facilitate the pairing between the cell phone and your car. You may also need your owner's manual for your cell phone. I found mine on apple.com. Okay, so we've gotten in the car and we're now going to start the demonstration. The first thing we need to do is get the car into pairing mode, and you do that by turning on the ignition. One of the things you may find helpful is to put your seatbelt on, and that will eliminate the chime. Once the ignition is on, the car is now in pairing mode, and that allows Bluetooth devices that are in or near the car to be located. So the next step, we have to then put our Bluetooth-enabled cell phone into pairing mode as well. So on the iPhone, the way that you do that is you get to the main menu screen and you select Settings, and then General, and then Bluetooth. Now, when the Bluetooth screen comes up, there's a bar that currently says off. We're simply going to slide that over until it says on. That's going to activate the Bluetooth capability within the phone. It's asking now for a PIN or a passcode. earlier in my owner's manual, I found my passcode or PIN number is 1234, and then once entered I simply click connect. Now you'll see that it has connected. It's identified the Bluetooth compatible device in the Audi UHV 4510, and it is now discoverable, and we should be able to make a phone call. So I'm going to back out of the screen, and we'll go ahead now and make a test phone call. Select name.
The name, please.
Home.
Home.
Dial.
The number is being dialed.
So we'll give it a second. And there we go. And no one's home, so I won't be answering the phone. So I'm going to hang up now. And there's one other capability that I just wanted to demonstrate. It'll give you an idea of how the wireless devices integrate. I'm going to turn on the radio. Turn up the volume a little bit. And I'm now going to activate or push the button that will allow me to make a phone call. And you'll see that when I want to make a phone call, it mutes the radio. It does the same thing when I'm receiving a call.
Possible commands are enter PIN, dial number, redial, select name, store name, delete name, play phone book, and delete phone book.
Home buyer who signs a contract.
Okay, so I've turned that off. But again, that should clearly demonstrate how the devices interact once they're connected, and you can then hands-free send wireless calls or receive calls. And if the radio's on, it's going to mute the radio so that you don't miss an important call. Some final considerations. Each automobile that you'll pair your cell phone with will have its own limitations. With the 2008 Audi A4, one of the limitations is that you can only have one cell phone paired with the vehicle at a given time. So if I had two cell phones, maybe a private and a work cell phone, I'd only be able to use one of those hands-free and naturally not the other. The second limitation is that only 4 cell phones can be paired historically with the car at a given time. That means to say if there were 4 different drivers and 4 different cell phones, the car could accommodate that. A 5th driver with a 5th cell phone would not be able to be accommodated. So each of the vehicles that you pair your device with may have their own specific limitations. So as we demonstrated, pairing the device with the automobile, it was simple, it was straightforward. We've talked about what Bluetooth technology is. We've talked about why you would want it. Again, specifically safety. It's required by law in 6 of the United States. Again, you can visit ghsa.org to give you the list of what's applicable to your particular state. And it makes a long commute a little easier and a little more enjoyable. So thanks today for taking the time to learn how to pair your device with me, and I hope to see you again in the future.